An inch below the bobble is where I'm going to go. Hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you much for being here. So on today's video, what we're doing is we're doing this, the dad bob, the 2024's bob hair trend. Something that's lived in, been worn a lot, quite chunky. And that's what this bob is all about. And this is cut with one ponytail. So I just want to show you all the way around. You can see I've got that real nice chunkiness, one ponytail. I didn't do anything else. Maybe put a little bit of length in, but you'll see that in the video. But look, that is, look over here, the dad bob for 2024 in one ponytail. Let's get into the sectioning. Sectioning is super simple to get the dad bob. The dad bob has been coined, that term, because dad jeans are coming back, dad trainers are coming back. So everything that little bit chunkier, a little bit more wearable, a little bit more lived in. I suppose that's what they're saying dad's clothings are, their lives are, because they're wearing the trainers all the time. They're wearing their jeans to death, maybe. But the dad bob is something of, especially today, a one section cut. But make sure you subscribe, because I've got the salon version coming very, very soon, and it is an absolute killer. I just want to show you this and break it down very, very quickly so you can see how we're supposed to cut it, where it's supposed to live, and everything like that. If you're new to my channel, this is what I do. I create haircuts very, very simply, and then I go into a salon version to show stylists what to give their clients. This video is basically for inspiration to show you the latest trends happening on the minute. So if you're interested in any of the tools that I use, you can check out the links in the description down below. There's discount vouchers and codes down there for you to take advantage. But look at these new bad boys. Got a little skull there, the ochre skull. I think they just look really cool. That's why I wanted them. I bought these from Yoy Scissors, and they're ochre. Right, let's get straight into the haircut, shall we? So what we've got to assess is, I really like to break it down, and I know a lot of you do, like how I break it down so much. And I know a lot of you just be like, bloody hell, just cut the hair. I will be cutting the hair, but I like to explain. So you can see this bit of hair here that travels to the bobble. That's going to create a little bit of length, a little bit of graduation in there. So we may need a little bit of refining just on that hairline to tidy up. But the reason for that is because that will give the bob a little bit of lift at the back, a little bit of shape, a little bit of chunkiness. Sections being pulled back to here will create an A-line shape. So we're going to create a bit of length towards the front. Again, a little bit lived in. I really like A-line shapes because I think they sort of complement face shapes and everything. Our faces aren't like that. Our faces contour down. And I think A-line shapes really complement that as well. So we're getting into it. We're getting to the haircut right now. Let's bring it up to there, shall we? Right. And I want to assess that much under there is, it's about 1.5 inches. So I know if I was to cut this off, I've got about 1.5 inches on top of that to fall down. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pull it to there. It might be a bit long at the front. I'm going to pull it to there. So 1 inch below the bobble is where I'm going to go, because that's going to drop in around about there where we want. And I'm just going to point cut, because again, I want it soft, I want it chunky, texturized. And I know if we cut the ponytail off in one, it would be, but this way is going to be so much softer. And you can see I'm just putting in points of my scissors into there. So hairdressers, what you would section, make sure you subscribe if you are new and like the video. Comment down below if you're looking forward to seeing the salon version, because it's an absolute banger. But when sectioning out this haircut, you'll be wanting to pull sections back to create the A-line shape as such. So I could have just gone and cut blunt, but I didn't want to. I want to point cut just to create more and more softness in there. Just coming in from this side and then just meeting up with that ponytail where I cut. Now I'm just going to neaten off, because with this much hair, as a hairdresser, I would never be taking hair in this thicker section to cut. But I just love the effect it gives, and I love exploring new haircuts. So like the salon version I've already done, but I wanted to bring you this first. I wanted to show you the dad bob like this, so you can get some inspiration. So you hairdressers out there who are watching the channel as well can get a really good understanding of, right, where's this haircut got to live? Got to pull it back to create this shape. And we've got to make it nice and chunky. So I'm going up into this ponytail really quite deep, nearly hitting the bobble, to be honest, because I want there to be a real sort of softness and move and take away the bluntness of the ponytail is what we want to do. There we go. Look at all that hair that's coming out there. So the moment of truth. Let's take out the pony. Oh, look at that. Look at where that is sitting. Guaranteed. It's as if I know what I'm doing. And we're going to just drop her down, and we're going to give a little shake. And on one of my videos, people were like, you shook it out of camera and you changed mannequins. I've got mannequins all over the place down here. I'll shake it up here for you today so I don't get labelled a cheater. Well, nearly dropped it below camera. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of styling to it. I haven't moved it yet out of camera. I'm just wanting to. Only grabbing a comb, okay? Only grabbing a comb, but you can see that shape already. How we've created that look with one ponytail. Okay? And what I want to do, that line there of graduation, I just want to take that front off a little bit, just to make it that little bit shorter. Because I don't want it to be a graduated bob. I want it to be, I suppose it will be slightly graduated bob, but I don't want it to be like a real intense graduated bob. So, just so you can see that I haven't cheated, there it is. There is the dad bob. So if you were to copy that exactly, and I know a lot of you do, that's the finish you'd get. You get it, nice bit of graduation in the neck there, A-line around there, and that length. Beautiful. Grabbing my scissors again. And then where I'm going to follow from, so I told you this bit down here. So let's just lift her up a little bit so I can just refine that hairline slightly. But how I want this to be lived in is exactly like this. I just love the movement this has got already. I won't necessarily go in and really style it because I love that movement it's got. And when you're going to be seeing all these dad bobs everywhere, because 2024 is the year of the bob, this is good. This is only one of the first to be trending for this year. But I like how we've got these little kinks and little movements and stuff and that bit of graduation. I think it's lovely. So while we're here, I'll start on this side. So what I'm going to use that shortest piece in that neck there. Again, just using the points of my scissors, and I'm not using loads of tension. I'm just using the wide teeth of my comb, so you can see the wide teeth of my comb just to add a bit of control. And again, just pointing. Pointing this section out. So there's that shape and length just there. And we're going to mimic that on the other side. Okay, so there we go. That's just the perimeter put in. Let's drop it down. Obviously, if I was in salon, I'd have been sectioning to cut this. But this is just a quick way to show you how to get the dad bob, one of the biggest trends for 2024. But I am just going to do a little bit of style. I'm just going to get some straighteners And I'm just going to add a little bit of movement. But look, you can see there, is one side shorter than the other? Maybe, well, let's make sure she's straight first, shall we? There, she's straight. It looks level. I'm just going to get the straighteners in there, add a little bit of styling, and join me at the finished result. So there's a tiny bit just there on these ends, but to be honest, I did leave those bits because I wanted it to be a little bit undone. So I've just smoothed it over. You've probably seen very quickly in this video, because I've decided that I'm not going to take bits out anymore because I get called a liar. So I'm just going to leave it all in so you can see. So that's it, just smooth, and a little bit of sort of movement around the front. I just want to add a little bit more, and somebody asked me, could I do some styling videos? So while we're here, all I'm doing, GHD Chronos, check them out, the description down below. Get money off actually at the minute. Very good. So I'm just going to pull 180 and then just pull it to me. Just create a little bit of, well, creates a very nice curl. But I'm just going to stretch it out because I don't want this to be curly. I don't want it to be too neat. But you see there, we just got that undone loose wave. And I'm not going to do it all the way around. I'm just going to do sort of 3 or 4 at the front on either side. And then I'm just going to start to use the straighteners just to add a little bit of bendiness to it. Right, so make sure you're watching. Irons in like that. Flip it 180. And then just pull to you. And there's a nice curl. I'm just going to hold it down here while it cools. Top tip for you, when using straighteners or irons or blow dryer, straighteners or irons, same thing. Hair dryer, tongs, wands. When you've got heat in there and it cools, that's what sets it. So if you are curling hair and then raking it out straight away, but you want it really curly, it's going to drop really quickly. So you want to either leave it pinned up, don't touch it at all, or else you'll lose it. On this third one, I'm going to, so I've done those 2 away from the face. This third one, I'm going to do, whoop, I need to take my fingers off then, 180, and then towards me. I'm going to do it the opposite way, and then just stretch it down and hold it there. That way we create a little bit of movement. So I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. Just going to work some, actually I'll do it all on here so you can see. I'm just going to pull some pieces and then not twist it completely, but just create a little bit of movement just on those ends, and then push them and pull them into the hair and make sure they don't set too much. And again, the other way. So you get just a bit of movement, and then I'll comb out straight away because I don't want any sort of curl or anything there. Right. So the other side. Remember, irons in, 180, pull to you. You'll get a really nice curl. Pull it down, stretch it out. And I love just doing curls around the face as well, especially on bobs. Long hair as well, I think they look great because one, doesn't take as long, so you guys can, it just defines and sort of like where it dips in and pulls out, just works with the face. Love it. In, 180, pull to me. Interesting fact, actually, I just nearly fell over because I think I fractured my foot. I think I did it last Sunday. Still agony now. Fell down the stairs. Not drinking, nothing. Just woke up. There's that one. Maybe overworked, some might say. Third one, we're going to go the opposite way now. 180. Pull to me. There we go. Stretch it down. There. Now, just going to pull some pieces like this, like I did on the other side. Just so this is very, very undone. Is it looking undone? It's looking undone, isn't it? These little bits that just pop out. Just smooth them like that. And then fingers and thumbs is what I love. I think it just needs a little bit of, maybe something a little bit higher just at the back, as if like you've just woke up out of bed and then been like, oh, there's a curl there, I'll leave it. You know what I mean? I woke up one this morning. So like that, just a bit undone. Right, let's turn these off and I'll just do a little bit of styling. And by styling, I mean this. Ta-da! I always said make mannequin stands just that bit better. What do we think? Does she look like she's just woke up a little bit chunky? That's one of my favourite songs, actually, Chunky. Get out of the way so you can see. See, there we go. What I mean by chunky, we've got all this chunkiness to the edges. Just a bit of rawness through here. I know what some of you are going to say. What does it look like a side part? I want to do it. But I just want to show you that first. Like so. Let's just throw her around so you can see. Look at that. All done with one ponytail. So there it is as a centre part. Let's do it as a side part. What side do you want to go? Let's go from there to there. This is from right to left. I'm just going to take a bit of diagonal. Let's hope that parting isn't set in its ways too much. Oh, look at that already. The boy's a genius. Who said that? Come on. The parting's a little bit set, but there you go. Side part as well, cut from the same section. There we go. Looks a nice little angle there, doesn't it? Beautiful. With the same styling and everything. Just looks like you've got a bit more of a fringe. But there you go. That is it. Nice and balanced. Took it from the same section because we cut it to the middle. But there is the dad bob with a side part as well. One of the biggest trends for 2024. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. It sends it miles. And also, one more thing. If you click the join button down below, you can join my community. I'll be going live and giving away memberships to join, get extra material as well. I'm going to start vlogging, and it's only going to go onto my members bit because I get so with vlogging. I think, oh God, I want to vlog, but nobody really cares what I get up to. But I've got members of the channel, so if I can just do vlogs day to day, catch up with them. That's where they're going to be. All my vlogs are going to be in my membership area. So again, the join button down below. If you want to join it, support the channel. And yeah, the dad bob 2024 is one of the biggest bob trends for 2024. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next video.